Can I see your license and registration, please? Good morning, guys and gals. Backwaters and Backroads here, obviously. So I'm out here standing in the middle of the road on the Lakeshore Drive, headed towards, well, I'm at the Fire Steel right now. You guys know the Fire Steel, my personal little rebel port. It's not quite mine, but I like to think like that. I can get the barge in here. You're going to see it in here a lot this summer. Anyway, I have a buddy in town who has a camp on Sleeping Bay, which is the next bay up. You've been probably hearing me talk about it here and there in some videos lately. I got more to tell you about on that front. But it's very hard to get to by land. It's just logging roads, not too much farther past this. And he's going to show me the secret way through the labyrinth of just 2-track trails and muddy bogs and such that get finally out there to Sleeping Bay and Big Sleepy River, where there's some camps, which he has one. So let's see how this goes today. I'll see if it's interesting enough to make a video out of. I hope it is. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, so we turn off at the lakeshore right here at what they call 10 Mile. And you turn inland. We're heading to Four Corners. They call this Four Corners, and let me show you why. So here, I'll start here. This is the way we came in. This is basically coming from the Lake Superior, Lakeshore Drive. We turned inland, you saw that. And then if you go this way, you'll get to, I think, Twin Lakes over on 38. There's a name for it, but this continues on into Sleeping Bay. I think we're taking this today. And then right here, this little trail right there, it's not even hardly a trail, almost exactly 5 miles straight, just straight due north in a straight line, you'll get to 14 Mile Point Lighthouse, the abandoned lighthouse you've seen on my channel. That's how they used to supply it. I think that's what I heard in the winter. It'd freeze over, and then back when it was in operation, they would take supplies up there during the winter. But it's virtually unpassable most of the rest of the year. I've actually gone up there once when I first moved to town on a Zuma scooter, kind of an off-roady type of scooter, and I didn't make it very far. I had started walking. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's get this unloaded, and then wait for my buddy to show up, and then we'll see what we find. Hey guys, let me just take a second here and tell you what I'm riding today. Picked this up last winter. It's a 1998 Honda Foreman 420, I think. 420 or 450. And it was a pretty good deal. It needed a little work, more work than I actually initially anticipated, but they're pretty straightforward. It stripped out the axle on the back, and it was running in basically front-wheel drive mode. And I didn't know that. I mean, it ran great when I checked it out, and the guy kind of just didn't tell me about it, and I didn't take it on much of a ride. I kind of just put it in gear and put it back and forth, and so I didn't realize back axle was stripped. He got a nasty Facebook message from me, but whatever. That's what people do. You always almost expect it, especially when it's a good deal. It's like too good to be true. So, I spent a couple $100, and I took a day, and I watched some YouTube videos, and I pulled it all apart and put a brand new axle, and I think he called it pinion gear. It's the round gear that the axle goes through and runs off the shaft drive. And for the most part, it went right back together pretty easy. And now it's in 4-wheel drive mode again, and seems like, runs really good, starts easy, electric start. It even has the disc brake conversion. Most of these come with drum brakes that hardly ever work. And someone went through the trouble of putting disc brakes on the front and back, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, 1998 Foreman. This will, if it keeps, it runs and keeps running as good as it does, it's going to be my way to get out to Sleeping Bay and probably other places too in the near future. So, okay, enough yapping, guys. My buddy should be here any minute, and let's see what happens. right, guys. Well, we made it out to Sleeping Bay. I always want to call it Sleepy Bay. It just rolls off the tongue better. Sleepy Bay, but Sleeping Bay and the Sleeping River right over here. What you guys have seen in this video, most likely when I put it together, I showed you when I brought the Hughescraft out here. Maybe I'll walk down there again and show you. It's always changing. There's a little point that comes out, and it gets wind blown and stuff, and so it looks different than just a few days ago when I was out here on the Hughescraft. And then behind me here, you probably can see the point out there. That is the 14-mile point lighthouse. Just right around the corner from that is where the abandoned lighthouse is at. You've seen on my channel. If you haven't, link below. I made a good video about it a couple years ago. Man, the lake's in great shape. This is ideal conditions. There's probably coho right off the shore here too. Be a great day for fishing, but you can't do it all. You got to just do one thing at a time. So, but yeah, guys, I'm not going to give too many details about where the camps are and where my friend's camp is at and stuff, but because it's, people like to want to keep their privacy, and you can't blame them, but yeah, this is it. Sleeping Bay. Hard to get to, and that kind of keeps it special for that reason. So we got an old fish camp back here. My buddy said that this was there used to be commercial fishermen that would come out here, and then they would they'd come and stay. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, it's a decent sized little cabin here. One time, got the bed. We got someone fishing out there. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get your license and registration, please? Are beagles supposed to be driving? How do you reach the pedals and the steering wheel? Are you drunk? Are you on something? Your eyes look shifty. Papers. Papers, please. Show me your papers. Are you getting violent with me? Show me your papers.